Hey guys, Eclipse14 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Crest and Musashi. Alright, so I left the Frozen Palace and returned to the village, mainly because it was a great time to completely refresh myself now that I got all 3 eyes. And on top of that, I was having trouble with the tiredness percentage pretty much the whole way through, because I didn't get a mint. So I figured cover everything that I needed to cover. And now we're here and just gonna head back to the Frozen Palace, mainly because it's 5 in the morning. It takes a while to get there, and I don't really want to just delay and wait for the grocer. I think I'll be fine against this Crest Guardian, but we'll see what happens. I am gonna fight the enemies on the way here, though, because that's pretty much mandatory stuff to do. I mean, we aren't a cap after all. Speaking of that, cap's gonna end up increasing after this. I'm pretty sure this is what puts us at 30. At the moment, it's 24 for a cap, and the closest is body at 21. And I'm just going to blast away at everybody in this early morning. Well, dealing with these things, the only way to deal with it's Lumina, so we'll run that. Lumina is at 22, which is nice. I'm not really far. I think my aggregate's almost 20. Is it already? Maybe if Fusion levels up, it'll get there. That's a big maybe, though. Also, I completely forgot that I need to do this. Get right at the brambles, which will, I guess, skip through this. Too bad I just can't, like, completely skip through it, just to get through quicker, but it is what it is. And we're off to the Meandering Forest, which, unfortunately, I will have to take that long, boring route back to the Frozen Palace, instead of just being immediately skippable. Such is how it is, unfortunately. It's just a boring route and there's no enemies to fight. That's really the only issue here, is that. So, you just get one turn, then just keep going straight until you need to make it the next turn. And then it's boring as hell, really. Mainly because there's nothing to fight. The only thing that really improves is the mind stat, which, granted, is slogging behind everything else anyway. So it does kind of help there, but at the same time, not really. Other than that, there's just nothing to comment on. I mean, it's snowing and stuff like that, which is cool. We haven't had snow yet over here, but then again, it usually doesn't happen in November. First one typically ends up around December, unless you're in the high hills. In which case, yeah, it does happen.
Ooh, someone turn up the heater!
No, I like the cold. Get in there.
What the heck? In I go!
Alright, so now we just need to go straight for the center. And with all 3 eyes in tow, we can afford to do that. So we'll make our way up. All the way up. And square.
Whoa! Hard as a rock! Must be a way to open it somehow.
Alright, we need the fire scroll. Look at that sad face on the bottom left. Yeah, I know it's a runic symbol. I mentioned it when I got the scroll, but still. Okay, that was easy.
3 cavities. Maybe if I insert the red eye, blue eye, and green eye, Whatever.
All 3 pieces combined on all 3 dragons. And away we go. Alright, before we actually go up that spiral staircase, there's a chest here. Inside, black cloth. Turns out to be a tea hanky. Huh, interesting. So anyway, this spiral staircase doesn't have anything special. Just climb up it. I mean, what else are you gonna do? There's nothing here, apart from that chest behind it. And there's nothing in your way either. Just a quick climb up. And eventually you'll come to this spot. And this thing. Oh, memory box.
Nah, I can handle it.
I haven't used them since I began. I'm not gonna bother starting now. But there are 2 torches that need to be lit. Naturally, we gotta have fire shield up. So, you have to jump and trigger them. And there goes the door. And away we go. So, we're very top of the Frozen Palace. Right there is, interesting. It's a nice little mural. Of course, we have this statue with this thing. Strike at it and... Oh shit, it was a trap. You gotta trigger it in order to get down here. Which results in entering this area. These things are ice spikes. You cannot jump over them. Not that it would matter, you would damage yourself anyway. So you just want to damage them. Oops. Hey, that hit me for a little damage. You want to get it low enough that you can jump over them. And eventually, you end up in this spot. There's this mountain. And there is the Frost Dragon. The Fire Crest Guardian. Which is kind of weird because fire and ice are really opposite of each other. So it's like, I mean, the Relic Keeper would have been a better Fire Guardian than this thing. Instead, it's the freaking Water Crest. So what the heck? Anyway, you want to get your fire shield ready for when it shows up. Of course, you'll probably get whacked a couple times under ice, but you want to strike at its head when it comes your way. Well, that was a miss. I managed to get it for 1 strike. Oh, hi. After a little while, you smash that. You can jump and keep rolling. Now, keep in mind, you want to burn these ice spikes as quickly as possible so you can jump over them. The large reason for that is because the Frost Dragon is coming right behind you and will smash the floor under you. You fall into the bottomless pit, it is instant KO. So you really want to rush. Don't waste any time. Of course, I'll take a couple hits here and there to try to rush it. That works. Now we end up in the main field. Bring it on! There we go. As you can see, it runs through a very collected phase. This first phase is relatively easy. The main concern is avoiding that frozen laser, which hits for a good chunk of damage. After it goes down, get the fire shield up and just torch away at it. Look at all those 8s. There's Lumina Strike for 100. That begins phase number 2, which, ow. Great chance to strike if you can. Ouch. Just long enough. Look at all those 8s. Whoops. That was a miss. This first phase is mainly just the same 3 events that happen. Just wait long enough to make it drop and enough damage. Whack at it again. Now we begin phase 3. Ouch. Day 33. Skydive. How about that? Been here over a month and I made that. That was an error. That was a serious error. HP. Yeah, realistically, you can attack it while it's actually doing that slant, but you have a less window of time to do so. Of course, the rest of the routine is just the routine. To stay away from the laser. Of course, you don't get as much time to really strike away at it until I thought I got crushed, but that's the Frost Dragon. Overall, not completely hard, but he does hit hard. Fortunately, I managed to prevail with like 90 HP. Not my best fight, but it's alright. Frost Dragon's core has been claimed, Fire Crest liberated, limit level increased, has to be 30 at this point. Max spin points by 25, ailments cured. Not that it makes a difference, it's just freaking ice. Mine leveled up as well. Huh. Weird. Oh, it's just a teleport to here. Interesting. And that's that. Alright, so Fusion's almost level 19. Let me whack these guys a couple times just to do it. There we go. That did not allow me to reach level... shit. Well, so much for hoping level 20 would be covered aggregately. Let's get out of here.
Well, back to the village.
I mean, what other reason do I have to be here? Look at all these rotating pigs. Good lord.
I am disappointed in you two. You didn't think that I'd forget that incident, did you?
Please forgive us, sir. We will not disappoint you in the future, Colonel.
Yeah. You saved us from poverty. We won't ever forget that, even if we wanted to.
Even if you wanted to?
What he means is that even if we were low enough to want to forget, we couldn't. Isn't that right, Ben?
Yeah, that's it. I didn't mean that I wanted to forget.
Silence! Presently, Ginger Ale and Bubbles are out searching for Musashi. There's no need to worry about those frivolous sisters. Depending on Topo's situation, we will change our tactics accordingly. Be prepared.
It's your chance to be promoted, sir. I will do my best.
Yeah, me too. We'll show them your power.
Interesting. Alright, Chapter 5 is now in tow. Oh, hey. Of course it did. That's weird. Anyway, what's time? We're at 17 minutes. Since we completed a chapter, great time to cut. So I'm just gonna... You know what? Let's go to Connor's first so I can deal with all the crap in my inventory.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yikes. Well, I'll help you out, I guess, with all this stuff. 2,000, 4,500, 10 and 10. I'm at 40,000 freaking grands. Good lord. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and head for the inn, and
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
go ahead and cover this. Well, that's a troublesome issue. Well, anyway, I'll go ahead and save the game here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and cut this here, because we are starting Chapter 5. And I prefer to properly start it with the next episode. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.